We have three parts to our presentation today. The first part is how to drive people to your booth. Second part is creating a display, and a cost-effective display, and then trade show do's and don'ts. And we really thought the trade show do's and don'ts were important because a lot of times you can do all these two steps wonderfully and then get to the trade show floor and make some tactical errors. So we're going to cover all these areas today. We hope they're going to be informative for you. I'm going to start off first about how to market your booth. But before I start off, I like to use cartoons to set the tone. I don't know if you can see this, but it says overcoming trade show depression. There's three people. There's no people at the trade show. So this woman goes over to the guy over here and says, "Hi, please tell me about your products and services." He then goes back and says to her, "Hi, can you show me a product, a demo of your product?" And basically it says, with no prospects visiting their booths, Joe and Sue give each other moral support. So that's kind of what we don't want to happen at our trade show. Okay, here we go. Have a marketing plan. How many of you people have a marketing plan for your business? Okay, that's good. Everyone should have raised their hand because everyone should have a marketing plan. It's critical. Your trade show event, your trade show plan should fit into your marketing plan. And the reason it should fit into your marketing plan is because you want to then make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to do, and that it's also going to give you back some ROI, and so that you can know that that investment that you made in the trade show is actually worth something. You want to establish a lead system for your show. I mean, if you want to just go there and wave the flag, that's fine. But if you really want to go there and try to make some headway, get some leads, then you have to establish a lead system. Whether it's get a prize, leave a card, whatever, but you want to be able to gather leads from the trade show. So it's very important to establish a lead system. Another important thing that will be talked about later on is following up in a timely fashion. Don't get 50 cards, 100 cards, or 200 cards and do nothing with them. What's the point of going? And the thing about this is this applies for not only what we're doing here for booths that are 350, 400, whatever, 450, but when you go and you do a trade show and it's thousands of dollars. These principles are the same. So this is not just about the mega mixer. This is about any trade show you go to, any event that you go to where you're trying to market yourself. So we hope that brings you some extra value. And then measure the results. Don't be like, well, how did it go? I don't know. We got 50 people, but we didn't make any sales out of it. Then don't go. Don't even bother doing this. You have to set up this system. It's work, but this will give you results. You'll be able to then say, wow, we spent $400. We had 3 people there for the day. That cost X number of dollars per hour. But we got 80,000 or 100,000 or 200,000 or whatever business out of it. That's important. So make sure you have that put together before you set your booth up on that day. Have something to offer at the show. I mean, if you're just going to go there and say, hey, here we are, that's fine if that's what your plan is. It's just to show the flag. Sometimes companies just want to do that. They just want to show the flag, and that's okay if that's your goal. But if it's not your goal, and your goal is to get customers and get some business, then have something to offer. Whether it's a new product, a new service, a deal. I mean, the problem I have with deals is, you just don't want to cheapen your product just to say, okay, here's a 20% discount just for shaking my hand. But you do want to think about something to offer people that come by your booth. And tell your customers. Let your customers know that you're going to be at this show, because this show may be of interest to your customers. Not all of them, but certainly some of them may be interested to attend this show. They may not know the show's happening. You may have customers in Connecticut. That's one thing about having a location here. We're close to Greenwich, we're close to Stamford, so if you have customers that are in southern Fairfield County, it's worth telling them about. So tell them, physically tell them, whether it's by phone or whatever. Then talk to your prospects. You may have some prospects that you haven't been able to close, that you've had some issues with, you haven't been able to meet. Maybe under the catalyst of saying, hey, come to the trade show, come to the Mega Mixer, that might be a good thing to do. So do that as well. That's another hook you can use. Tell your team to spread the word. You have people that are on your team, people that are going to be there, other people that do sales or marketing. Let them tell people that they talk to. Spread the word out. Don't just let you, as the owners or whatever your position is at the company, be the only one that's talking to people about this. Networking events. Now there's business council networking events, there's your local chamber, there's all kinds of whatever business groups you're in, charity groups, whatever. Tell people. Don't be obnoxious, but tell people that, hey, I'm going to be at the Mega Mixer and it's an interesting show and you should check it out, and have some tickets or whatever and hand them out. Let people know about it at a networking event. Speeches. If you're giving speeches, if you're going to present somewhere, mention it. You know, like they do on a talk show. Oh, I'll be appearing in Reno. Well, you know, same sort of thing, although you don't have to say it like that, but you definitely want to let people know that you're going to be at this event. Now, I don't know, a lot of people may not do this anymore, but a lot of bills are electronic, but if you do send invoices that are in the mail, put a little notice in the invoice, or attach it to your invoice that you sent electronically. Why not? You know, it's just another way to communicate, especially with customers, and just say, hey, by the way, we're going to be at the Mega Mixer coming, blah, blah, blah. So, something to think about. Phone message. Some of you people have phone messages on your phone. Some of them are really thrilling and some of them aren't. But if you have a phone message and you want to tweak it. Oh, by the way, come see us at the Mega Mixer. That would be something you could put on your phone message. People are sitting there listening anyway. Hopefully they're not, because your customer service is so great. They don't have to hear that. Email signature. When you send out an email, just put it on the signature of your email. Oh, we'll be at the Mega Mixer. And put the date. You know, the signature on the bottom of your email that has your title and stuff, you can go in Outlook or whatever you have and change the properties and just put that on there. It's a great way. Because what you're doing here, what I'm talking about, is stuff that's not like you have to spend a zillion hours doing. You're already going to send a bill. You're already going to have people listen to your phone messages. You're already going to do email. So this is a great way to just add it to what you're already doing.